Thank you for tuning in to Who You Got. I am your host, Jacob Senstad. I'm joined by DITV's Casey Lindecrantz. Casey, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Jacob.
Absolutely. So, things are heating up in the NBA. The top teams are securing their spots in the playoffs. Meanwhile, there are 5 spots open in the Western Conference that haven't been locked in yet. With 7 teams remaining, just 3 games within each other, every game is crucial coming into the last week of the regular season. We'll be looking at the 2 teams sitting just outside the fringe. The Denver Nuggets are only a half game back from the 8th seed Pelicans, and the Clippers are only a game and a half back. Let's start with the Clippers. They play the Jazz, Nuggets, Pelicans, and Lakers before the season's over. Casey, do you think they have a shot at making it into the playoffs?
I'll be realistic with you, Jacob. I don't think they are. If anyone's going to make it in, I think it's going to be the Nuggets because they play the Clippers as well as the Nuggets, and the only issue that I see them having is that they don't play the Pelicans at all. And that's where the Clippers are going to come in. They could play spoiler to the Nuggets and lose to the Pelicans. I mean, it wouldn't be very good on an ethical basis, but I think that would be their only chance of getting in the playoffs is if the Pelicans do lose.
The biggest issue I see with the Clippers is the strength of schedule for the last week. They not only have to play the Nuggets, who are playing really good basketball, they have to play the Pelicans. And the Pelicans are playing well enough to stay in the playoffs. I think they're playing well enough that unless the Nuggets can keep playing so well, they're keeping that 8th spot. So for the Clippers, unfortunately, I think they have the best 6-man in the NBA with Lou Williams, but I don't think they have enough to make the playoffs. I really don't see it happening for them. But moving on, the Nuggets are much closer to squeezing their way in before the season ends. They play the T-Wolves, the Clippers, the Trailblazers, and the Timberwolves again. Casey, do you see their last games going well for them?
Yeah, Jacob. Like I said earlier, I think the Nuggets have the best chance of getting in. I think the Timberwolves are going to be their best bet because they're probably going to get 2 wins off of them. I think they're going to win against the Clippers because Blake Griffin is gone, and I see that as being a major crutch on their end. And the Trailblazers is the only one I'm kind of iffy about. I could see them losing to the Trailblazers easily, but that whole division is within 5 games of each other, like you said. So I think that the Trailblazers is going to be the place they're going to get their loss.
Absolutely. And the thing about the Nuggets is since February, they're playing the best basketball in the league offensively. They average 118 points a game. I think playing the T-Wolves, the Clippers, Blazers, and the T-Wolves again, they'll pick up 1 game on the T-Wolves. I think they'll split 1-1. I think they'll beat the Clippers. Trailblazers, it's a maybe. But it really comes down to how well the Pelicans play and how well the Nuggets could play. And since it's only a half a game, I realistically see the Nuggets taking over and taking the 8th seed. I don't think I see Minnesota dropping out of the playoffs too. I think it's going to stick with the Timberwolves. Maybe they're a 7 seed, maybe they're an 8 seed. The Nuggets could jump all the way to number 7. It's really close. It's pretty much within a game of each other for the 5 through 8 seed.
Yeah.
Anything could happen, but I do see the Nuggets making it in. I think the Pelicans might fall out. So, moving on to golf. This weekend is the Masters. Are there any golfers that you think are going to stick out in this and win it?
Honestly, Jacob, I think Spieth is going to be the person that's going to surprise a lot of people. Up to Houston, he was honestly the whipping post for everyone. He really wasn't performing well in the season, but when he came into Houston, he performed so well. I think that he's going to carry that confidence into the Masters.
Okay. I like Spieth. He's a good golfer. He won the Masters back in 2015. He just won the U.S. Open last year. But I think there's a dark horse that's always been good, but he really hasn't won it. It's Dustin Johnson. He's taken top 10 5 times he's been in it. I think he's golfing just as well as he has at any point in the past. I think Dustin Johnson is the man who's going to take it. Of course, everyone wants to see Tiger win. Tiger's not going to win. He's old. He's still a little beat up. He doesn't have what it takes to win it as much as everyone wants to see Tiger Woods win.
Yeah.
I think Dustin Johnson realistically has the best chance at winning, even over guys like Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The problem with picking anyone in the top 6 is they're playing so well together. Like, the top 6 are consistently performing well, and it's them and then everyone else. So I think it's going to be interesting to see if anyone outside of the top 6 can pull it off.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be something to watch for, especially in the Masters. It's gonna be great. So that's our show. Thanks for tuning in, and tune into all of DITV's segments on our YouTube channel.